Hi, how you doing? My name's Willie, back again for another video about living with my cancer. In case you've never seen me before, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer at stage 4 a year and a half ago, and I set up this channel to try and help people, not just with prostate cancer, but any form of cancer that perhaps they may be able to think differently about the way they are dealing with it, because I think it's a really difficult thing to deal with. And most of my videos are about mindset and about how we apply ourselves and how we sort of take our beliefs and from expectations about things, about what we've heard, what we believe is going to happen, and I wondered what to talk about. And on the way in, I was listening to it's kind of like a mindset channel on Spotify, and it's really good because they put different artists on there and they talk. A lot of these things are really old, and I quite like that. There's none of this that kind of, not the modern day coaching. These guys are kind of like straight to the point. And this guy, I can't think of his name, but he came out with this wonderful metaphor, which is all I want to share today. I don't really want to talk about too much. And it was this, right? If you had some fleas and you put them in a jar and screwed the lid on, okay, they would start bouncing and trying to get out. So what they'd do, they'd start jumping up and down and hitting themselves on the lid, and they'll come to a point where they realise they won't get out, so they'll just start jumping a little bit less so they don't touch the lid. And after a certain point, you could then unscrew that lid, and those fleas have got the freedom to jump out, because now they've literally been programmed to realise that they can't jump out. So as soon as the lid is released, they just jump the same height. And it's a strange metaphor, but it's the way we are as human beings as well. We're kind of programmed to believe in certain things. So those fleas will just stay jumping and jumping, but they won't jump out the jar, because they've now decided that that's all they can do. They won't get out. And then I thought, well, how can I use that as a metaphor for dealing with cancer? And it works really, because we get diagnosed, then we come with these expectations about our life after cancer, okay, through maybe experience of other people having cancer, maybe seeing it on TV, maybe seeing it in the media, reading about it in books and things like that. And we paint an idea about cancer that, of course, it's going to be really negative. It's never going to be really positive. But do we give ourselves a fair chance to climb out that jar, so to speak? Or do we just keep bouncing up and down because that's what we believe is our lot? You know, that's all we can do. We haven't got that freedom. We can't cure ourselves. We can't get out of that jar. So my point here is quite simply, you know, and I've probably said this a number of times before, but I just think it needs a bit of emphasis, because you would have been told, or certain people watching this may have been told, they got incurable cancer, like I have, okay? Okay, it's incurable, but it's only curable because that's the normal, okay? But how many people just settle for that and live that expectation that it's incurable, that it can't be healed. So they just settle for, I know what, I'll live my days out, it will never be healed. And don't try to buck that trend, because it can't be done. Okay? There's no such thing as it can't be done. There really isn't. There really are many people beating stage 4 cancer all the time. I know people and friends of people that have told me that they've known someone that has cancer and they've literally just decided to give up and wait for the inevitable, which is obviously they're going to die. Okay? I think we need to be like, believe in ourselves more than this. Not just because a doctor tells you that it's incurable, does it mean that's incurable? They're not gods. They're only treating cancer. They're not treating you. You're an individual. You are amazing. Okay? We're all amazing. We're all unique. We've all got special abilities. Now, I'm not saying that everyone can cure cancer themselves, but I'm saying we need to give ourselves a better chance. And the more, like the fleas, we just believe we can't get out, that we're stuck, then, yeah, we're going to be stuck. We're not going to get out, are we? Yeah, just need to believe in yourself. You need to, whatever the doctor says, it's only based on it's not based on every single person in the world. It's an average. You know, most people won't survive my cancer. Most people won't beat it, okay? But some do. And I just keep thinking, why is that? Why can't I do that? Is there any reason why I can't do that? Is there any reason why you can't do that? And the only way you're going to give yourself half a chance is to really believe that you're going to beat it. Just believe it. Live every day like you believe in it's over. What these people do that do beat cancer, something happens, something triggers in their body, because it's called a radical remission, and it occurs sometimes very quickly, even when people are on their last days, when they're told to go home, make good their affairs, which basically means prepare to die. It's a nice way to say go and prepare yourself to die. Why is it those people suddenly turn around everything and kick it? What happens? Why do they do it? Okay, there's no medical reason why. There's just something that happens. And what I've read about it is that their mindset is basically to not even think about the cancer. They basically go into a sort of trend where they just want to live their life, they want to enjoy their days, but not think about dying. And people have performed miracles. Without a doubt, there are miracles. People perform miracles. And yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that if you're watching this and you've been diagnosed with cancer, that you should never give up, that you should just, focus on your mindset. Your mindset is so powerful. Focus on believing that you can beat it. Someone watching this will beat it, I'm sure. Whether it's me, whether it's you, somebody will beat it. You've got to put yourself in the lottery. You've got to buy a ticket if you're going to win it. Okay? I like that one. Anyway, listen, take care. Thank you for listening to me. Again, I'm hoping that it just might help somebody to feel a little bit different about their prognosis. And yeah, perhaps just a little spark of mindset that changes everything. And anyway, until the next time, take care.